Guys, welcome. This is Ches from Retro Nirvana Gaming, and this video is all about our Too Many Games weekend. We went for since Wednesday all the way to Sunday. We went to Pennsylvania on a little vacation where we picked up a lot of games. We did a lot of game hunting, and of course we went to Too Many Games convention in Pennsylvania. So we're going to take a look at all the awesome footage of the convention itself, and we are going to, of course, see what we picked up. So before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and we'll get started in just a sec. It helps the channel grow. You'll see more of our videos. Okay, so first finds were actually before the convention. So on the way to the convention, we stopped at a game store and we were able to find a whole bunch of really good games and things like that there, just finds in general. So we found I found Knights of the Azure 2. This is for the Switch. This one was about $37, so it was one of the most expensive games we bought, but it is a game that's kind of sought after, and so happy to get that in the collection. I also picked up a Pokemon Stadium manual, so this is for the first one. This one was about 10 bucks or so. I also picked up the manual for Kirby 64 Crystal Shards. This is one I needed for the collection as well, so very happy to pick that one up. And because we have Donkey Kong Bonanza coming out soon, I saw this amiibo for $10 and I was like, we need this for the collection, so I picked this up. It is a loose one. I generally don't pick up loose ones unless I'm planning on using them in the game. So those were the pickups from that store. This is a store that had a giant Luigi right in front, and it was called Doghouse Games. So that was a pretty good pickup from Doghouse Games. First time being there. I've never been there before. Pretty good store, very nice, well presented and all that. Okay, we're also able to pick up a couple of things from, actually one thing from Costco. So that was the Pro Controller for the Switch 2. This thing is phenomenal. I'm also doing a little video where we unbox this, and I tell you what my reaction to this is. So far I love it, but stay tuned for more comments on that. I was also able to pick up the micro SD card Express for the Switch. So we've upgraded the memory to basically like 500 gigs on the Switch 2, so that's pretty good. Okay, so those were two pickups we did that had nothing to do with the convention. We just ended up seeing those at Costco. By the way, the Pro Controller is $74.99 at Costco, so it's a lot cheaper than getting it anywhere else. So I recommend picking it up through Costco and not through just any old vendor, because it's $10. It's a very expensive controller. So, okay, some of the pickups from the convention. Let's get right to it right now. I was able to pick up a really cool Switch 2 3D printed logo. This one was $5. So this is going to go in the other room, in the modern game room, with the Switch 2 collection. Really, really cool. I also, from the same vendor, picked up a really cool GameCube logo, little sign. This one was $10, very nice. Gonna put that right over there, where that Capcom one is right there, so that'll be in there from now on. Really, really cool. My first pickup for the convention was actually Luxor Pharaoh's Challenge. This was $8. This is a really good PSP puzzle game. It's actually the first game I played on the PSP when I modded my PSP back in the day, and I was like, wow, this game is phenomenal. It is still one of my favorite PSP games. Okay, we picked up NBA 2K1 for the Dreamcast. I don't generally pick these up, sports games, but I picked this one up because we're going to do a short that's going to have the top 10 best-selling Dreamcast games. So I needed this for that short that I'm doing for YouTube. So that one was in pretty good shape for $5. I was like, okay, let me pick that one up. Another really good pickup here was Final Fight 1 on the Game Boy Advance. This is a really good game. As soon as I saw this, I liked the price, and I was like, I need this for the collection. I've seen this at the convention a few times. On Saturday, it was like $25. Somebody wanted $40 for it. I thought 20 was a really good deal, and it's definitely authentic. I can tell by the mark here that it's an authentic cartridge. Very happy with that one. Okay. Next is a game we needed to complete that we had loose. So we're buying this to sell the disc and recoup some costs so we can keep it complete, and that is Alice Gear Aegis Concerto of Simulatrix. So we got this from GameStop originally, and it did not come with the case. So we got the case, the disc, everything. This one was actually from Just Press Play. So that was actually not from the convention, but it was actually from Just Press Play. So Just Press Play actually had a lot of sponsorship for the convention. They are one of the biggest game stores, and now they have a warehouse. So we actually went to the warehouse this weekend and we picked that one up. We're gonna flip it just to hold on to the complete in box version. Speaking of which, another game we picked up from the Just Play warehouse, which was on Friday, was Raidu Remastered Mystery of the Soulless Army. This is a really cool Atlas game made by Sega. It's supposed to be very cool. It's in the Devil Summoner series from what I've heard. And of course we love Atlas. We love collecting these Switch Atlas games. I have to have all of them in my collection. So of course I jumped to get this. It was $50 new. Unfortunately, we did see it at the convention for like $45, which was a shock to see that. Like, this had come out I think last week, so to see that $5 off already is a little crazy already. But I wanted it anyway, and I thought it might sell out, so I was like, I ended up picking it up. So anyway, so back to the convention, picked up a lot more Switch games. The next pickup was Crisis Remastered. This is a game that I played the original Crisis on my PC, my gaming PC, my laptop, many years ago now. So to see this again remastered for the Switch is actually really cool. I paid $20 for it, and I'm pretty happy I did. I'm gonna try it today and see how I like it. The next one we got was a kind of sought after game. This one was from Just Press Play as well, but this was actually at the convention, so they were also at the convention the next day, and this is Metal Slugs Tactics. So this is a really cool game made by Limited Run. I saw a lot of vendors selling this for like basically $50, and of course I didn't want to touch that with a 50-foot pole, and I just happened to go to Just Press Play booth, and they had this for $34.99. So I was super happy to pick this up. This is brand new sealed Limited Run stock. They actually do carry Limited Run games at their store, and they sell them basically for at cost, which is phenomenal. I love it. I think it's fantastic. So I wanted this game for a long time. I'm glad I did get it, and I'm gonna take a look at it. Okay, another condition upgrade. So we had this from GameStop. This was Slaycation. We got this just cartridge only, and now we tracked this down for $20. This thing goes for more than $20, and it goes for about $23 loose. So we're gonna sell our loose copy, keep this copy that's worth about $24 complete. So this is another game we've completed in the Switch collection. I think there's only maybe one other game we need to complete, and we have all our games complete again. Okay, so it was nice to pick up a game that you had loose and now completed. So that was 2 during this convention. Journey to Savage Planet. This one looks really fun. I can't wait to jump in and play this one. So this was another $20. They asked $20 for it. I was like, I haven't played it. I'm very interested in picking it up. From what it looks really like a really cool shooter, and I'm kind of like into this, so I'm gonna see how it goes. But I'm hopeful that it's gonna be very fun to play. Okay, now here's a rare find. Last year I picked up Lufia 2, the box for it only. I had the cartridge already many years ago now, and I've been looking for the manual. It was actually on my list of things to buy for the convention. And so It's a pricey manual, so but luckily this manual adds a lot of value to the base value of the cartridge and the box. And so it was you can see it marked here. It was marked at $42.37. So I ended up paying just $40 for it. So they shaved off about $2 on tax. That's $2 plus change, and I didn't have to pay tax on it either. So that was really cool. This manual, right now, the game and the box alone go for $200. With the manual, we're at $363 for this game now. So this manual added more than 4 times its own value. So very happy to pick this up. Now, Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinistrals is like the 4th most expensive game in my collection now. Phenomenal. For $40, we increased the value of this like 4 times. I couldn't be happier, honestly. I thought it was a great deal. We now have a game that's $363 game. Very collectible, very awesome, and maybe down the line we'll sell it at some point. Not sure, but I love Lufia 2, so I'm trying not to sell it. I want to keep it and hold on to it and, for many, many years and enjoy it. Okay, moving on to Lulu's pickups. She picked up a lot of great stuff. Some of them were actually for one game is actually for our anniversary, our wedding anniversary. But here are some of the pickups she picked up. So she picked up this awesome Yoshi bookmark. So this thing is actually adorable, fantastic. I love it. I think it looks fantastic. We also picked up this awesome Walrus Kirby plushie, and this thing was just really, really awesome. So it's Frosty. I have never seen one quite like this, so we had to pick this one up for the collection. Of course, we have probably 30 Kirby plushies in our collection, just the mini ones, and then I don't even know how many other assorted Kirby plushies we have. We must have like 50 total. So really cool to pick that one up. It's definitely gonna be added to the collection, and we're happy to have that one in there. She also picked up 2 of these games sealed. Pretty good prices on both of these. And the first one is Madison. This one is like a horror detective style game. This one is the Possessed Edition. Was priced at $30. And Art of Rally Collector's Edition. This one seems very interesting. It has the game itself. It has papercraft car that you can make, a patch set, soundtrack download card, bumper sticker set. That's funny because it's for, it's for your car, and it's also Art of Rally. It comes with a enamel pin set, a sticker sheet, and of course the game itself. So for $30, I thought that was really cool to get that, and we've been looking for that game for a little while now. Here's the game she got me for a present, and that is Fae Farm. So I actually found this, and then she said, do you want me to pick it up? And I was like, absolutely. I think that price is really good. So $30 for this is actually very good. It's going for like 50-ish most of the time online. So I've been wanting to play this. It's a very collectible game. We both enjoy playing those farming games, and so we wanted to pick that one up. So next one is Guided Fate Paradox. So this one was from Just Press Play. It was $24.99, PS3 game. This one looks like it is a strategy RPG from NIS America. So this is another filler title. We love those RPGs on the PS3, so we always are picking up ones that we don't really know about too much, but that one is kind of like it might be a hidden gem. I'm not quite sure. We're going to take a look and let you guys know, but yeah, that one's one that you don't see very often, so we were like, let's jump on it. We love RPGs, we love PS3. We also saw Psychonauts. This is In the Rhombus of Ruin, includes the voucher for the classic original Psychonauts game. I don't know if the DLC or the code has been redeemed yet, but we're going to try it out at some point. It is a PlayStation VR game, so I'm actually happy to add this to the collection. I've never played a Psychonauts game, so I'm actually kind of excited to play one VR game. Why not? So thought it was a good deal, and I don't quite, oh yeah, it was $16, so I think we actually got it for probably even cheaper because we bundled it, but that's a cool one to get in the collection. Next we have Touch Detective 1 and 2. This is a game Lulu's been looking for quite a while. This is an Atlas game. As people know, Atlas is notorious for having very expensive games, very good quality games, but print runs are usually very, very short for Atlas games. So this one has 5 episodes, 3 side quests, and 1 big story. We paid $19.99 for this one at Just Press Play. So very happy to have picked up that one over there. Next we have a game that we thought was going to be very similar to like Dreamlight Valley, maybe just a little bit different, and that is Disney's Magical World 2 Enchanted Edition. This one was $20. I thought this was better than picking it up through like Woot or other avenues. I don't see it as cheap as $20 pretty much anywhere, so I thought that was a good convention pickup as well. Next we have Stitch Jam. So of course, new Lilo and Stitch just came out. We've been watching the first one again, and all the spin-off movies and the shows together. We've been enjoying that, and we've been trying to pick up some Stitch games. So we picked up Stitch Jam for the DS, and we also picked up Lilo and Stitch 2. This is the Havoc game. So this one is for the GBA. So we ended up bundling the 2 together and getting them for a little bit cheaper. So we have Stitch Jam, which is kind of like a rhythm game, and then that other GBA game. So I think they wanted $15 for the DS game, and I don't quite remember how much the GBA one was. I believe we paid like $20 for both, but I could be wrong. So those are all the pickups from Lulu. Okay, so on the way back from Too Many Games, we actually stopped at a flea market. It was absolutely awesome. This one was kind of on the way back, and I'll put the actual name of the flea market up here. But they had a lot of great stuff. There was actually 2 game stores in the flea market, and then they had a lot of mom and pop vendors that were selling video games, kind of like their own video games from their own collections. So we saw a lot of Nintendo, a lot of NES, we saw a lot of Switch, we saw a lot of Xbox 360, PS4, PS5. Somebody had a PS5 Slim for sale. So these are the pickups we picked up. So first vendor had Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports for the Switch. He had $20, but he was willing to work with people, so I offered him $15 and he took it. Very happy to get this one. We do have it for the PS5. I wanted the Switch version to play on the go, and this one's pretty cool. It has basketball, soccer, golf, and tennis as the Looney Tunes. Really great deal to pick this up. I think it goes for about $20 online right now, so I thought that was a great deal for that one. There was an N64 vendor who was selling a lot of different cartridges. I was looking through his pile. I had pretty much everything already in his pile except for these 2 games. So the first one was Bug's Life. He wanted $12 for it. I ended up getting it for $10. And Toy Story 2, he had $16 on that one. I ended up getting it for $10 as well. There's a little bit of cosmetic wear on the label, not too bad though, and then I can easily clean that Sharpie off of it with the Goo Gone or the using the magic eraser. So I ended up getting both of these for $20. These are just some filler titles that I need to add to the collection. I've been meaning to pick both of these up at some point. I just never could find a vendor that was selling for cheap enough, so I thought $10 was okay for that. They don't go for quite a lot, but they are fun little games to play for the N64. Last pickup was, I was a little shocked by this, but we walked by and we saw a PSVR game, and it was a PAL game. It's Fruit Ninja VR. I love Fruit Ninja. It's super fun to play on like the cell phones and everything like that. And so the vendor only wanted $3 for this. So I looked at it, looked like it was in good shape, and handed them $3 and we were on our way. So that flea market had a lot of good stuff. I was actually very impressed by how many video games they had there, and the vendors wanted like almost nothing for their games, so it was just like they were trying to get rid of them. So there was really no haggling. Everybody was just, nobody else was really looking for video games, so we went in there, we offered a few dollars, and able to pick up a lot of great games for pretty cheap. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I haven't made a video in a while because I've been having trouble with my phone and the USB-C port. So I'm getting back to YouTube again and posting more shorts, more full videos for you guys. I apologize for the length in between videos. So I just got my phone fixed yesterday, so of course this is going to probably go up tomorrow or the next day. And so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the convention footage. Did you ever go to a convention such as Too Many Games, or have you ever been to Too Many Games Expo before? Leave me a comment about the convention or any other conventions or pickups you came across lately. I hope you guys are having a good summer. Before we end the video, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Help the channel grow and you'll see more of our videos. I will see you guys in the next video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!